Hello, dear listeners. Here is part 2 of our discussion of our top 10. Enjoy, and spoilers ahead.
My number 6 is Train Spotting.
Ah, okay.
I love Train Spotting, and I have members of my. I've loved Train Spotting since I saw it for the first time when I was, I'd say 18 years old, 18, 19. Actually, no, that can't be right. I was in senior year of high school because my English teacher at the time played Perfect Day by Lou Reed. And we had to kind of try and analyze what we thought the poem was about or what the lyrics were about. And, because he's singing about, it's such I'd like to spend it with you. And I was like, oh, it's about God. Easy. It's about God. Do I win this? Because I was at a private boys' Catholic school. And she's like, oh, it's actually about heroin. And I was like, oh. And she's like, it's from a movie, Train Spotting. And I mean, it's featured in the movie Train Spotting. It's on the soundtrack. It wasn't written for the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think I checked out Train Spotting when I was in grade 11 or 12. And I mean, I have friends and family who are like, they can't watch it because it's so bleak. You do have a baby dies in that movie.
That's probably, there's two scenes. I haven't seen it for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably similar age, actually, probably around 19 when I saw it.
Yeah.
There's two scenes I remember. That's one of them. And
what's the other one?
Jumping in the toilet, swimming in the
toilet.
toilet.
Yeah. Have you heard about that? Like, that was melted chocolate, apparently. Ewan McGregor has said since that, like, it smelt amazing in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of, like, very... the dead baby scene is the most harrowing, but there are some very tense scenes, like when he's going cold turkey and he's tripping and he sees the baby crawl across the ceiling is quite upsetting.
Yes. Okay.
But it is just such a... again, time and place, but those characters are fun to be around. They do make heroin seem fun sometimes, not all the times, but they're funny, fun characters with genuine, I'll say love. They're codependent, and I think that's the point of that movie, which is kind of, it's crystallized further in the sequel, which is like a real, it's a rough gem, the sequel. But it's good. It's just because a story is not glamorous doesn't mean it's not worthy of being told. And those characters are like, they are at the bottom of society. They are stealing from people to pay for drugs. But it humanizes them incredibly effectively. They're not good to each other. They turn on each other very willingly. But it makes you understand why they turn on each other. And so it does. It's not preachy for a movie that is a commentary on addicts and drug culture. It makes drugs, it's not just about the evils of drugs, it's also about the temptation of drugs. And it's a great movie for that. It's able to present a lot of things very subtly and without it coming across as preachy.
That's an incredibly challenging balance. So
yeah.
Interesting. I might have to rewatch that. I haven't seen the sequel, but I wouldn't want to until I've rewatched, because it's been 20 years since I've seen it.
The sequel is very good. I think it's a secret success. There is a scene in particular in the sequel which I think is worth the 20-year wait, where it's just Sick Boy and Renton trying to goad each other into, like, they are trying to bring each other down because they want to try heroin, but they don't want to do it by themselves. They want to get back on it, but they don't want to do it. So they're like reminding each other of, you got our friend killed 20 years ago. Well, your baby died 20 years ago. And it's so depressing, but it's worth it.
Okay.
Sorry, spoilers. Train Spotting is incredible. I love Train Spotting. It's a classic. Danny Boyle is a good director when he's not doing Beatles crap.
Yeah. Quite an eclectic filmography.
Yeah.
For Danny.
So that was number 6. What's your number 6?
Number 6. This is a bit of an odd one, but this is definitely one in the category.
This is an odd one.
Well,
the internet fan movie was
odd in the sense that it's the name everyone knows.
Okay.
But and we have talked about it before. But I kind of went, is this too obvious? But then I went, no, this is a film that impacts me, and this was evidently one of the measures I use. If I'm watching a film every year and I'm feeling something close to what I felt the first time,
Okay.
then there's something here. And so this has got to be on the list. So it's James Cameron's The Terminator.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's fair enough.
Yeah, because
That,
I know we talked about this before,
yeah,
and I'll save it because we may do a Terminator episode,
yeah,
or depending on when I release this to the world, maybe we've already had that episode out.
yeah, possibly. That'd be.
Yeah, but I think I'm just repeating what I said before, but the emotional core. So growing up, it was Terminator 2 because I
Yeah,
was also 12, and the idea of relationship to parents and that made sense. But
yeah,
as an adult, the emotional core, that love story, it's one of the best love stories I've seen put to film. Strangely, given the setting,
yeah. It's a much scarier movie as well.
it is horror with action in it
Yeah,
rather than the second one, which is the inverse.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I probably don't need to add much more really. But
Is
yeah,
that
it's not as crisp, clean. It's not a perfect movie. There's weird things. The editing is a bit odd.
Yeah,
Because James, like we mentioned before, it was very early on in James Cameron's career. But the emotional core, it just goes to show emotional connection can override these other things. And in this case, it's powerful. I mean, when I say override these other things, there's not a lot of problems with the film. The film is a good movie
yeah,
on any measure,
yeah,
but I've also connected with emotionally. And like I said, I watch it every year. Really
yeah.
enjoy it.
It's an incredible movie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Would it be your favorite James Cameron movie?
Good question. Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, I love Aliens,
yeah,
but if I want something that's a bit meatier,
yeah,
then I'd probably stick
yeah,
Aliens on. But yeah, it depends on how you measure. If you're measuring by, yeah, I guess ticking all the boxes with the horror and the action, all this, and
yeah,
emotional connection, then absolutely, yeah,
yeah,
that would be his best.
yeah.
Except for Avatar 3. Is that even out yet? Is that joke relevant? I'm paying
I
so
think
little
it's out
attention.
soon.
I'm paying so little
We have
attention. I don't care.
every time every Avatar, the world has the same discussion where like, everyone's in disbelief. Like, oh, this movie, this again.
But then it makes $1 billion.
This is going to be successful. And then it makes $1 billion. But there's also people who are like, this again. But James Cameron knows what he's doing. He's made the most financially successful movie in the world like 3 times now. Which, yeah, I think, you can't argue with the numbers.
Yeah,
But those movies, I don't think are his best movies. Like,
not by a
I
long
don't
shot.
think yeah, I got a friend who loves the movie Titanic. I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's very good at what it does. It's very
It's good,
effective.
yeah,
But yeah,
Yeah. And then the Avatar movies are just like, they're fine. They're fine as well.
yeah, they're good tech demonstrations.
Yeah, it's like, you know how Disney does the live action? Yeah, it's like that, but for Fern Gully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like,
very much that.
yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty much.
Whereas he used to be brave.
He used to be a more interesting filmmaker, but he's
Yeah.
always been into blockbusters, and so
Yeah.
he's very Spielbergy, where you live in that space. But then again, Spielberg's done.
He's done Lincoln and
The Holocaust movie. Help me out.
Schindler's List.
Yeah, he's done. Sorry, but
You're right.
This
But
is
yeah, that's it. Is that like James Cameron seems like he has just settled into
yeah.
mercenary. He's going for the number one with every movie.
Yeah, whereas Spielberg at least will.
Like he did The Hablemans, which is like that movie's never gonna. That's a passion project. He's not always shooting for.
Yeah, Spielberg will go, sure, Holocaust. I'll do a movie about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting question. No, I think I would say that's his Terminator is probably my favorite film of his. Even though like Terminator 2 is technically a more well-made film and a more well-polished film.
I love that movie.
It is very good.
They're both very good. I probably prefer Terminator 2 because of Robert Patrick's T-1000.
He's so good.
That's so good, and I think that's like an iconic villain.
Yeah, and just the scene that's perfect is when he's chasing after them in the car, and that soundtrack. And he just bang, and he just keeps going.
Yeah, he's much. Arnold Schwarzenegger's good at being like that. the wrecking ball that won't stop, whereas Robert Patrick is just like, he's relentless.
Yeah. And that's probably what number 2 does better than number 1. Although number 1 still does, the idea that he just won't stop is very much there as well. Yeah, they're both
so good. Yeah.
It's like we said, it's like Alien and Aliens. They're both fantastic films.
And then the franchise just went up and up.
Yeah. There was nothing wrong.
Nothing to hold it back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're in the top 5 now.
Yeah. All right. The Matrix.
Okay.
I adore The Matrix.
It's such a good movie.
It's a phenomenal movie. I've rewatched it so many times. I as a teacher, I often lean upon movies when I don't feel like childminding at the end of the term. And for the classes that are old enough to get it, The Matrix is. I like being able to introduce kids to The Matrix.
I think The Matrix suffers like The Dark Knight too. It got mimicked so many times that it was diminished. It's also called the Seinfeld effect. Yeah. So it falls into that for sure. We were there at the time, so we don't feel that as much.
I think kids now are well placed to get The Matrix.
Yeah, they're coming back to it.
But they are not also super exposed to knockoff bullet time things. That has disappeared almost. Like,
remember how even Men in Black 2 did that? Did a sequence, and then Rob Schneider in
Deuce Bigelow and Shrek had it in there as well. It was everywhere for a while. For a very short sequence in the movie. Yeah. But there was nothing like it at the time. It was so groundbreaking. It was a real cultural moment, The Matrix.
It was very much bring these ideas to the West. Yeah. There's things that...
It's very anime.
It was very Tarantino, like grabbing things and putting them in there. I don't mean it plays out like a Tarantino film, but the idea of... So if you had never seen the Hong Kong wire fu stuff, then it was like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yeah. Everyone said, greatest movie ever. And because I'd been watching Hong Kong cinema, I'm going, this is bad. It is not a good movie. Yeah. For what it's trying to do, it is not good. It's not good martial arts. It's not good storytelling. Hong Kong cinema does that.
It's making it palatable for the West.
Yeah, every year Hong Kong does better than that. And for some reason but if you've never seen it before, then understandably you go, wow, So and The Matrix was that, but it was made in the West for the West with those ingredients. And if it wasn't technologically groundbreaking, it would have been still a big movie, because of its themes and its ideas and the story. Yeah, but because it was technologically groundbreaking, it just took it to the next.
It's doing everything a movie can do. Yeah, it is technologically groundbreaking. It is such a refined, polished script. There's very little waste.
Yep. Unlike the sequels.
Yeah, they probably don't. It's like Jurassic Park. It's the perfect single movie premise. It doesn't lend itself to a sequel.
We talk about these franchises and strike rates and that, and some of them crash because you gave David Fincher $0, and some of them crash because they never should have been a sequel.
Yeah, the premise is only good for one use. Yep. After that, like, you've revealed too much, there's no stakes, you need to do something else, you need to tell different, it just doesn't work. Yep. Which probably The Matrix. But that one movie is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is. There's no... I didn't even... Now, had I thought of that, would I put it in my list? I'm not sure. But yeah, that didn't enter my mind. It's just fallen into the back of my brain. Yeah. Strange.
You should add that to rewatch list.
Yeah.
Because when Morpheus fights Neo in the dojo, that still is such an incredible... it's an incredible action sequence, but it is also such a good character moment. Because it is Morpheus explaining to Neo that...
Action-driving character and the world.
Yeah, that's it. It is building so much. That movie is so refined. Everything is doing so much.
And there's the old saying of, in a good film, everything is doing, you're either advancing plot, or sometimes lore and story if that's required, or character, or the themes. And if you're good, you're doing two of those, or sometimes three or more. Yeah. So if you're ever not doing those, then that scene shouldn't be in the movie.
It's waste.
Yes, and the idea that The Matrix is probably off the top of my head, I'm going to say doing at least two of those things every second.
Most of the time, it's doing three
because there's so much exposition.
Yeah,
but it doesn't slow the movie down. Though.
No, it's always because Neo is so closely tied to the themes and the story, and it's all like
and
Neo,
he's the perfect protagonist.
Yeah, he's a blank slate undergoing a process of like awakening and self-belief. And so
it's the isekai thing.
Yeah, that's it. And when he's convinced, we're convinced.
Yep.
It's such a perfect, and it reaches that point where he sees the Matrix in the hallway. It's just such a triumphant moment. And I love that in movies. It's not on my list, but Arrival, where a movie's emotional climax arrives at the same point that the plot turns.
Yeah,
is such it's so rare that it happens, whether you just feel gravity fall out beneath you. You're like, oh, I get this now.
Yeah, you're in sync with the film. Arrival and Whiplash.
Yeah.
That's
they are able to do that so well, where they just, and I don't know what that is, because it's a matter of being able to tell when your audience is going to pick up on something that is not being explicitly told to them.
And if it was easy, we'd see it more often.
Yeah. It's a rarity.
Yeah, it is. Good choice.
Thank you.
I think it's diminished because of the sequels, so maybe that's why it was in the back of my brain.
Yeah, I can understand that. All right, what's your number 5?
Number 5, I would say it's a Nicolas Cage movie. Guess which one? No, let's not play that game. That's a ridiculous notion. Mandy.
Oh, I have not seen it.
Mandy is, so this is, surely this would have to be the most recent film on my list.
It's that's much more recent than anything on my list.
I want to say it's pre-COVID still, but it's
not by much.
Let's say 5 years old.
Yeah,
and I would describe it as a psychedelic horror revenge film.
Yeah,
and it. Geez, where to even begin? I'll try and be brief because I didn't know much going in, and that's how you should approach this film.
Yeah.
It's a minimalist film in some ways, and you'll be shocked when you watch it. You go, this was made for $5 million. I cannot believe it. It looks like if you'd said, maybe not 50, but if you said like 20 to 30 or something, I go, yeah, absolutely. Because of that 5, a pretty big chunk of that, at least 10% is Nick Cage, minimum.
Yeah.
So... and he says something like 6 lines in the whole film, so they knew how to use him and schedule him, but he pours himself into the role, and he's restrained until he snaps at the end. So you get a very restrained Nicolas Cage. You don't get a face-off Nicolas Cage. Except there is a couple of seconds at the end, but by that point, no. Again, I'll leave it. I don't want to spell it out. It's so powerful that now the only reason I don't want to watch it is because I'm actually trying to save it because I don't want to diminish it. It's the sort of film that I want to show to people because there's so many moments where I remember going, whoa. It's so well directed. It's stunningly shot. It's beautiful. It's got that very, when we're going through retro 80s hype, so that neon
I remember seeing posters and shorts of it and think I was incredibly intrigued. I never got around to seeing it, but it did have that like very vibrant pink color palette.
Yep.
Yeah.
He pumped out a few films in quick succession, and this is what I call my Nick Cage sort of quadrilogy. So there was Mandy, Color from Outer Space, which is an H.P. Lovecraft loose adaptation, Prisoners of Ghostland, and Pig. All wildly different films.
Yeah.
Wildly different. And all absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And Pig, for example, is a genuine masterpiece.
I have seen Pig. It's
very
I like that one a lot.
And but Mandy being the horror bloke, I think I'll just leave it at that. It's good not knowing too much. So I'll leave it there. Highly, highly recommended. And even if you're not a Nick Cage fan, then there's definitely something to go for. But really, I mean, right now, my feeling right now is I just want to go and put it on and watch it again. I really, really love this film.
I'm curious because Nicolas Cage has been going through a bit of a late career renaissance. It seems like he's resolved his debts, whatever had caused him to just take everything.
Yes. He's made a lot of interesting choices.
Yeah.
And this is what was that film? The unbearable weight of unspeakable talent or whatever.
The unbearable weight of unspeakable talent, whatever, with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's where he's playing a fictional version of himself, and,
Yeah.
and he sees a museum to himself, and he picks up a chainsaw. He goes, "Oh, it's the chainsaw we used in Mandy." There's a little reference
nice.
to it there, and I go, I
get that one.
I get the references.
Yeah.
That's also a film that exists. But no, go see Mandy. Do it.
All right.
As a side note too, if you wanted to see that, got that on Blu-ray. Maybe on the holidays.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the film I really. It's like Megalopolis. I want to watch that film again with someone else in the room. So if you want to,
that sounds good to
come
me.
around and see that, that'd be good.
That sounds great.
Right. By the way, we've been here for an hour and 15 already.
Oh my god!
So
All right, let's burn. Okay, but I feel like we're going to get some common ground coming up.
Absolutely.
So that'd be great.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me is Fargo.
Oh, I only watched that this year. Such a good film.
It's phenomenal. I love Fargo. I dated someone years and years ago who hated Fargo.
So obviously you broke up with them.
Yeah. I should have known.
This is the quiz now. So you like Fargo, right? Oh, good. Second date.
Good. We agree. Fargo's phenomenal. And I think, her argument was like, nothing happens in it. And it's like, if you're like not paying attention, nothing happens in it. It's an incredibly, I keep saying incredibly, I need to expand my word. It's a
goodly.
It's real good. It's such a good microcosm. It is. Movies try to do it all the time. That kind of lifting a rock and seeing the animals, the insects scurry away. That kind of storytelling. And Fargo is that. It's a small town drama, but it's beautiful. The characters are so well written. They are so well portrayed.
Yeah.
There again, kind of like Boogie Nights, you do have a somewhat inert main character who is just observing these weird idiots around her.
She's so well played.
She's so well played, and that closing. But if you've watched this movie and heard her closing monologue, and you're still like, nothing happened, like you're a moron.
Yeah,
it puts a pin in it. Like, what has happened is like this good person has seen bad things happen, and she doesn't get it. Which like that's life.
And I love the relationship, her and her husband. They're such a cute couple.
Yeah,
and one of my favorite on-screen couples. And I was late to the game on that one. There was a Fargo TV series.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
The first 2 seasons of it are really, really good.
Was that Coen Brothers?
No, I think they produced it.
Okay.
But they're kind of like, those series are almost like they draw upon all the Coen Brothers movies. So there's elements of all of them in there. The first one is a good series. It's very Fargo. The second is better, and it draws upon more of the Coen Brothers stuff. There's a little bit of like Miller's Crossing in there as well, and a bit of Lebowski in there.
Okay.
Third season's not as good.
Okay.
But the movie Fargo, the movie is I watch it all the time. I still love it. There's so many moving parts to it. Interesting characters.
That is one I want to revisit.
Yeah,
it's definitely one I've gone.
And again, I mean, it's something I love. The time and place. It's the accents are so thick.
Yeah,
that just.
Oh, hey there.
Oh gosh, jeez.
They're so adorable.
Yeah. It's incredible. And it's very well shot. The score is phenomenal. You've got Steve Buscemi at his most frustrated.
He's losing it.
Yeah.
And who's his offside? I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either.
He was in Prison Break, another
he's
Prison
so
Break reference.
Good. That's not good that I can't remember his name. He deserves better than that.
He does. He's very typecast, but he nails it.
Yeah. William H. Macy.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
So is like the sweaty, pathetic husband.
Yeah, he is. They ride the line because he's not likable because he's obviously doing horrible things.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to watch his plans fall apart. It's almost Wile E. Coyote here.
Yeah, and the way he's trying to negotiate ransom money from his father-in-law. And then his father-in-law's like, I'm just going to take a gun and get them. He's like, no, you can't do that.
And he gets close, but then it falls up on his face.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a masterpiece as well.
That is a fantastic film.
Yeah. What number are we up to now? Is that 4?
This is number 4.
Oh my God. Go on.
Here's one of the big ones. The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those so big ones. I don't think there's much needs to be said. I acknowledge that. I mean, I wouldn't show it to a Gen Z or certainly not a Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
They're not going to get it. It's just too slow.
Good luck getting them to sit still for long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them a higher dose of Ritalin, and maybe they'll be right. But we're sounding like old men now, aren't we?
Yeah. Kids, pull their pants up.
Yeah, these kids these days. It's kind of the perfect version of what it is. I remember being shocked by it, and I watched a documentary on it recently, and it really shocked people at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, the scene where it just changed me was because I've only seen the extended version, which I think is better anyway, because you get a lot more of the young priest, Karras. You see a lot more of him and his relationship with his mother, which I think is generally better. But the scene where, because it takes about an hour, it's been years since I've seen it, about an hour before you really get into the film.
Yeah.
But the idea that mother walks in, she sees her daughter, and we know this character so well by now, this sweet girl, and she's stabbing herself with a crucifix with blood coming out of her from her groin, basically.
Yeah.
She's stabbing herself with a crucifix, and then she grabs her mother, does some pretty nasty things. Punches her, sends her across the room. Then the furniture moves and blocks the door, and I just remember it was like I'd been hit in the face.
Yeah.
I just went. I was utterly speechless.
Yeah, it's so confronting
because the film took its time.
Yeah, that's it. It grounds itself. It doesn't get straight to the magic.
And 70s. It's such a 70s movie. Oh, I love 70s.
They're very tactile movie. The 70s
pre-CG.
You see, like, there's dust on surfaces. Characters have sweat on them.
The room was actually cold. You can see their breath because they made them freezing. Apparently, Friedkin's a horrible director to work for. He really mistreated the actors, unfortunately. But the performances he got, and Max von Sydow, I couldn't believe that he died recently because in my head he was 70 years old in 1970.
He was in Minority Report, I think, and that was in 2005. He's still
he was in a Star Wars movie only about 6 years ago.
Oh, he was too.
He only died
Force
last
Awakens.
year.
Yeah. That's nuts.
In Force Awakens, he looked like he did. The old man makeup was so convincing.
Some people just they're born looking 60, hey, but then they stay 60 for 60 years.
Speaking of Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, maybe. Yes.
So I don't know if there's much more to add other than
he's a very good director. Have you seen Sorcerer?
No.
It's a sweaty 70s movie. These guys have to courier dynamite through the jungle,
right?
And that's the premise of the movie.
Okay.
But if it sweats in the jungle heat, and if it ignites, it explodes, and they're all dead. And so it's so tense. And there's trees across the road and all that sort of stuff. It's such a good movie.
Okay.
But he is. I do get that vibe from him. Is he's not good to his cast.
No,
he puts them in difficult situations and makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, and the priest who is friends with Karras, who's crying over his giving him his last rites. He was a real priest, incidentally. He was only there as more or less as a consultant, and they kind of went, give him the job. But he quite emotional, and that's because freaking slapped him incredibly hard because he did it however many times, and so he smashed him in the face and said, "Now go," without warning.
That's method, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'm not condoning that. But man, what a film!
Yeah, I don't think it's. What do they say? It's just a movie.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so you can't abuse someone for the sake of a movie because it's just a movie. Yeah.
Then you're saying art's better than, or more important than the person. It takes precedence over people. And,
no human is worth no art is worth human misery. Yeah. My number 3 is Dazed and Confused.
Okay, I've not seen that. So
really,
yeah,
it's okay. It's just a hangout movie.
Okay,
there's no plot to it. It's it's the start of the summer break. in Texas high school in the 70s. It all just takes place over one day and evening.
Yep.
And it's just all these high schoolers planning a party. The party gets busted, and so they all go to the Moon Tower, which is just like this light tower at the top of a hill, and they have a drink there.
So coming of age film?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Like it's an into the night movie, like Risky Business, which is almost in my top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Bildungsroman, is that the term? Like a coming of age?
Not sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. Like there's a lot of small stories going on in this movie, a lot of vignettes.
So it's a really good version of what
it's a phenomenal
Okay.
yeah, and all of these things are about like all these stories about people finding themselves and having freedom stripped away right at the time where they're being told like they should be at their most free. Like the central conceit is that the quarterback is like all the football team are being asked to sign this no drug, no drink pledge, and most of them have signed it because they're like, we'll just get away with it, whatever. We don't care. But the quarterback is like, he's acting on principle. He's like, no, I'm not going to sign it. I don't want to be pushed around. And so there's this discussion and tension throughout the night. There's also the juniors are getting hazed by the seniors, and so there's like bum paddling and all that sort of stuff. It feels very real. A lot of the shots are a lot wider than you would expect, and so it's showing like a lot of this small town. Incredible cast. You got young McConaughey's breakout role.
Okay.
You got Ben Affleck in there. Yeah, as a real jerk as well. Gets paint poured on him. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I really recommend it. It's very low stakes. Nobody's life is on the line in this movie, but it is just people hanging out.
Well, I've been drawn to that a lot recently because I'm trying to become as pretentious as I possibly can. So I'm watching films every week on Mubi.
Yeah.
So a lot of art house cinema. And what I've realized is art house means a day in the life of, not exaggerating, obviously. French cinema in particular, it's a lot of, it's about the journey, not the destination, and all this. And I've had to unlearn what movies are. So it sounds a little bit like that.
I think it's Patton Oswalt. I don't want to miscredit the quote. I'm going to get the quote wrong anyway. But he said like, you don't need the world to be on the line in every movie. If your main character believes like their life is on the line,
if it's important to them,
it will be important to us. If you're a good filmmaker,
yes,
and that's what like all of these. Like these minor crises, like one of the subplots is they're deciding who's going to get Aerosmith concert tickets in the morning. So these are very minor problems, but it's so beautiful, relatable. Probably my most rewatched movie because it's real comfort food.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Now, as we head in the top three, just a warning that the sequences probably not really represent their true place. I can't say for sure.
Okay, because there's I know what two of yours are going to be.
Yeah, so I'll do the obvious one first. Ridley Scott's Alien is very obviously in my top three.
Yeah.
So we did a whole episode.
It's good.
Yep,
it's good.
There you go. Genuine masterpiece.
Yeah,
we both gave it a 10 when we were doing that strike rate thing.
I regret nothing.
Absolutely. So yeah,
but it was my number 2. I like the other one better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess that's your number. So I'll say my number 2 now. I'm really agonizing. Because even though I'm saying it doesn't matter,
Sophie's choice.
Yeah, because I'm still making a statement about a number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 2 is John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, that's a very, very good movie.
Of course, I'm the horror bloke, so of course it's almost perfect. It's almost the perfect. There's just 2 special effects shots that frankly didn't even look good on the day they came out. Couple of seconds, that's all. The tension, the paranoia.
Yeah, that's
the cast, the acting, the setting, the visual effects, that the body horror 80s. Perfect.
It's very, very likely his best movie.
Yeah, and
it's not
also
my favorite. Yeah, but he didn't have much success.
No.
which is a shame because like I think he's maybe one of the best directors of the 80s.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's controversial to say. I think
No.
time has been very kind to his work because
Absolutely. He's had a lot of respect within his own lifetime, which is good. So
yeah,
he definitely deserves it.
yeah,
The scene that changed it for me was the scene where it's the alien chestburster scene, because after 1979 you had to have that scene.
Is that with the defib?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's such a good scene.
And I remember seeing it on a documentary,
Yeah,
and the idea that, okay, you burn the body, this horrible thing just happened, which is already incredibly shocking if you don't see it coming.
yeah,
They burn the body, and they've just finished explaining the idea that this thing will, even if a speck of it survives, that speck will get away.
yeah.
So that the body's on fire, so the head droops on the ground,
Yeah.
grows giant spider legs, and just walks away. And
Yeah.
you just go, you gotta be
It's
effing
so
kidding me.
good.
That
Yeah.
scene is probably better than the alien chestburster scene, because the alien chestburster scene is arguably the most powerful, iconic scene in horror history.
Yeah,
And that I think that scene's because of the reaction and the fact that it keeps going, because the alien chestburster and then it runs away.
yeah.
But here it's like something bad happened, then we stop it, then we burn the body, and then the head's
And
still
it knows it's so much more confident as well. Like I think the chestburster scene is he's better again. The thing's off his face. Like it's good.
yeah.
And then it's kind of so it's a bit of a it's a tonal shift on a really tight tonal shift.
Yeah.
Whereas in the thing, like we've just watched something messed up happen, and that's still happening. Like we've still got
the old mates here. There's blood everywhere because
Yeah.
of this, and then this other thing's happening.
and we're burning something indoors as
Layers
well,
and
which like you
layers.
have this like all these things that create tension. And Carpenter's really good as well. That like he does not low shots, but like chest height shots
Yep.
in that movie to kind of convey that like this is quite claustrophobic.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he does that very well. His Apocalypse trilogy, like The Mouth of Madness, and that he does that not as effectively there because obviously it's a different setting. Of course,
Yeah.
they're not trapped in an Arctic base.
Yeah,
So Alien and The Thing, they both do one thing especially well.
yeah,
And you've got the whole, what does the alien chestburster represent? At a minimum, without getting into themes, at a minimum, just the visceral, what a horrible thing for this to happen, because it's based on the wasp that lays eggs
Yeah.
inside the paralyzed spider.
yeah,
Someone, it was Steve O'Bannon, I think, who Steve O'Bannon.
yeah. He's
That's the
he
writer,
wrote
isn't
the
it?
Star Beast
Oh, good.
script, I think. Yeah,
Good. I didn't just mangle names then.
No,
He went, that's messed up. What if that happened to a human? And away it went.
yeah,
And the thing is all about the paranoia that this thing is kind of unstoppable, but it's also one of us.
Yeah.
Or possibly more than us.
Yeah.
So, and the mechanics of the thing are also very confusing. Like I've had to watch that film a few times before I think I actually know what the
Yeah,
thing's
it doesn't-
doing. And I don't know if it actually fully, because what the alien does is clear.
yeah.
And the
it's
thing-
probably too clear in Alien. Like
Yeah,
we
whereas-
talked about that in the thing, is they over explain, whereas the thing is kind of like
Yeah, like, is it
it
so?
doesn't have a brain
Is it
necessarily.
copying? But when what happens to the thing? Is it absorbing you, or is it killing you?
Mimicking
Is it
and-
killing you and disposing of your body and copying
or
you? 'Cause-
consuming.
or consuming? It doesn't
Yeah.
actually say. It does make it more clear in the prequel from 2011. It actually shows that process happening,
Yeah.
which that film was not as well received.
No.
And it's just because I love the thing so much, I actually don't mind that film because I get to. It's just the
There's
thing.
some messed up bits in it.
It's just the thing again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm happy to see the thing again. It's not great, but,
No.
but definitely if you're going to watch it, I did meet someone who said, "Oh, the thing," rah, 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 and realized that he was talking about the 2011 version. And I
Oh,
went,
that's a shame.
"Oh,
Yeah.
this is the young folk didn't realize it was like
Yeah.
John Carpenter's the thing. Like, who's John Carpenter? All right.
Oh.
Well, we can't be friends, obviously.
That's tough when you're talking movies with someone. You're like, oh, I love that director's work, and they're like, oh, who's that?
Well, in that same group of people, I said, "Oh, and someone knew I was a Nicolas Cage. He's a Nicolas Cage fan." And I said, I gave that list I just gave before, and he never heard of those 4 films I mentioned. So I was like,
I mean,
we're talking about different things here.
Yeah,
if you're
that's
talking
it.
about early Nick Cage and I'm talking about late Nick Cage, that's completely different.
it's when you realize that you have no capacity for conversation about that topic with that person, because you're like, you might know a lot about one area, but you and I, like we're in different channels.
Yeah, well and truly.
We've got no common ground to to start on.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So does that leave us with one movie?
One movie. So
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Happy Gilmore. No, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Yeah.
Wow, there we go. I was wondering if we were going to coincide.
Yeah. Probably my second most rewatched movie.
Yeah. It's not my most rewatched, but not for lack of trying. It's more just about finding the time. And it's one of those movies where it's not a casual watch.
No, it's quite not morbid, but
it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's got some.
It's not uplifting. It's
no.
a bit dour.
Yep, and that's probably why I haven't rewatched it as much.
Yeah.
But I love every second of that film.
Yeah, it's a master. It's a work of art is maybe a better way of putting it.
Yes, unfortunately, I watched the theatrical version back on VHS, and of course, the theatrical version is a train wreck.
Yeah.
It's got the
Has it got the voiceover?
It's got the narration by Harrison Ford, which was done purposefully bad, so it wouldn't be used.
Yeah.
And then it was used. So I thought, what's the big deal? And the bad guy just gives up at the end. What's this? This is crap. No, I've rewatched it, and easily. When I was umming and ahhing, which one do I put first? And I thought about the thing had 20 seconds of film that was a little bit crummy, and whereas I look at Blade Runner, it's got 0 seconds of problem. It's flawless.
It's beautiful. It's it's not always tense. Some moments are like romantic.
Yep, and it's got a very sweaty post-apocalyptic sort of, not post-apocalyptic like
cyber. What do they call that? Cyberpunk.
Yes, cyberpunk. No, sorry, not post-apocalyptic. Dystopian.
Very dystopian.
Very dystopian.
Yeah,
it's sweaty and you feel it. And they could have gone, because by this stage optical effects were common, and they didn't hit that too much. So it's aged well.
Yeah.
The visuals are perfect, stunning, amazing. Talk about sense of place. I can't think of a better film.
Yeah, it's raining all the time, and you've got steam rising from the sewer grates.
Yep.
Neon light. Everything is like high contrast. The
score.
Vangelis.
Yes,
he was a member of an Italian prog rock band.
Yeah.
I think Goblin, maybe.
We talked about Ben when I did an episode with Ben back in the pilot series. We talked soundtracks/scores.
Yeah.
I think I erroneously called it soundtracks, but it was both.
Yeah.
There's so much. It's all good.
It is all good. It's a very universal. It is about what it means to be human, and I mean, so much has already been said about. I think Blade Runner 2049, aside from the Leto-ness of it all, it's not as good, but it's a worthy sequel.
Yeah. Agreed. I know some people really are down on that film. It was a little bit mixed. No, for me, I mean, I think Villeneuve might be one of my favorite.
He's very good.
He might be. He may become one of my.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I might go. He might be one of my favorite directors. So I've got a sense of that.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't even know it was him when I watched it. Or I don't think I knew who he was when I watched it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I watched that, then Dune Part 1, and then I saw Arrival. So
I think Arrival's his best movie.
It's so good.
Arrival's that feels like
if Christopher Nolan made that film.
I don't think he could.
I reckon he'd try. No, he would Tenet that film.
Yeah, that's it.
He would over-explain it, and the emotional core wouldn't be there.
Christopher Nolan made Memento, so he's capable of like not over-explaining a movie. But he's lost that. But Arrival it gives you just enough to the point where like once you get it, you feel like you've gotten it, like you've figured it out yourself, and
he makes the audience feel clever, and that's
but then that cleverness is undercut almost immediately. Like, I get this. Oh no, that means the daughter's going to die. Oh, spoilers. That movie is incredible. It was close to. It's probably too recent for me.
Yeah, I only saw that probably about 2 or 3 years ago, so I agree. Yeah. So in hindsight, he might be one of my picks for this era.
He's very good. He's excited. I'm disappointed that his next thing is going to be Bond.
Yeah, and Christopher Nolan was the first choice, and I reckon he'd be better at it. I reckon
Yeah,
Nolan.
I think so as well. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I
disappointed actually that we won't see a Nolan film. I'm very interested to see Villeneuve's take on Bond because
yeah,
I just went when with the end of Craig's Bond, I went, yeah, cool. I mean, I was already checked out. I just wanted to see it finish and went, yeah,
yeah,
cool. Okay, it's done.
yeah.
But color me intrigued because Villeneuve's involved. So
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm disappointed because I'd rather him do so. I'd rather him keep doing science fiction. I think he's phenomenal at that. And I would like Christopher Nolan to make a James Bond movie because I don't think he is as good when he's doing genre stuff.
yeah, I guess the question is, what are we missing out if Nolan does a Bond film? Eh. Whereas, what are we missing out with
Yeah,
Villeneuve doing that?
potentially great.
Yeah, yeah,
But anyway, these are all like not what we're talking about.
yeah.
But yeah,
We're on brand. We're going off
yeah,
topic.
we're
So,
wandering.
quick summary. There's some interesting connections. Like you've got Ridley Scott, James Cameron, who connected in the Alien,
Yeah,
and Terminator. There's all these overlapping things, but then there's Blade Runner. So of that era, there's the '80s era. For me, definitely horror was the core of that list, but there's definitely a couple big things outside horror. You weren't as broy as I
No,
thought.
because I mean, like Fight Club's not on there, American Psycho's not on there, like all those bro. I mean, maybe it's just times have changed. Like no Boondock Saints, all those real dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you're quite eclectic. I think you're more eclectic than me. So me definitely horror. So just going through that list, Alien, The Thing, The Exorcist, Mandy, Terminator, um, Wolfman,
yeah,
Space Odyssey's got
yeah,
sprinkling in
yeah.
there. Apocalypse Now is a horror in a way. It's a
I mean,
type of
the
horror.
horror.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like, yeah, anything's horror because like being alive is scary.
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stretch. I don't mean horror in the conventional sense, but it's not just the horror of war. It's
There are
digging
some-
deep down into the psychology.
Yeah, there
of
are
what's
some
going on.
elements in that movie that are presented as horror.
Yeah, and part of Joker Rising has let's say feelings of horror.
Yeah.
So they're not all. Only probably half the list is true horror.
Yeah,
But it's a fair chunk of my list. Not a homogenous list by any means, but there's
No.
definitely a core driving
but
it.
there's different eras there, and there's no like you didn't have 3 spots occupied by alien movies.
Yeah,
and-
no. I could have put Alien 3 just to frustrate you.
yeah, that would.
Nate's been triggered again, folks.
Yeah, we can talk about that for another half an hour.
Here's another reason why you're wrong. Here's another reason why I'm righter than I thought.
It's interesting. Like yours and my favorite movies, like our top 2 are probably. I mean, if we're excluding The Thing, but okay, Ridley Scott has made 2 of our favorite movies. If you asked me who are my favorite directors, Ridley Scott wouldn't get a mention.
No, he's not even in my top 10.
No,
That's a weird paradox.
that's very strange to me. Whereas, like, yeah, I love John Carpenter.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, but
and I think he's the things I love most about Alien are the things I love most about John Carpenter. Ridley Scott can't do that anymore. He did it once.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
And fair enough, he went off to do other things.
Yeah.
He came back to the Alien franchise. Let's not beat that drum again.
yeah.
That was a really interesting exercise. I
Yeah.
wonder, I don't know if there's some alternatives to that, like if we did top things of a certain genre or of a particular
or,
director,
like,
maybe.
if we made it deliberately like the last 10 years or something like that, so there's more pressure to put recent stuff in there. So I have to be a bit bold about like
That's probably putting some parameters on that will knock most, if not all of them out.
yeah.
Or perhaps only most. So under these parameters, do they still fit?
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah. I like that.
Well-
Like recent movies, like post-COVID.
Ooh, that's an interesting dividing line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like top 10 post-COVID movies.
Yeah, because there's been some fantastic films.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's because actually that's a good point. There's a lot in the few years that, as we talked about at the beginning, that we purposely kept out of the list
Yeah.
simply because they're recent.
They're too, which I said time is a good filter, but what if we had to be the filter, and that required a bit of courage on our part, being like, no, I think this will hold up. So you have to be brave.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, colour me intrigued. I think that's a good idea. We'll add that to the the expanding list of
onto
episodes.
the compost heap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Given that list is actually growing, not shrinking, despite all the episodes we're recording.
Yeah, we come up with ideas faster than we cross them off.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to do a weekly podcast. Oh God. Yeah. As the person who edits them, please know. All right, we best draw it there because, of course, this was not succinct.
We don't do succinct anymore.
No. As Sam said in, I think, the episode coming out, in the Frankenstein discussions with Sam, he said, if you're being succinct, why did you start a podcast? Good point.
Yeah, fair enough. If you're going to talk, let's talk.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Once again, Nate, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.